welcome back everybody to episode 3. Today is going to be the grand episode where I finally get to do my apothecary, but first, I got some things I did on this world that I need to show you guys. The first thing is that I said in my tour video I was going to finish the interior of my house, and I finally had time to actually do that. So after like months on end, I finally decided to do the fireplace living room area that I was gonna go for, and all my pets seem to like it, so it's pretty good. And also I decided to Enderman-proof my house a bit more, and I installed this carpet with alternating color patterns, and I think it looks fucking sick. I'm so happy, like, the way the downstairs area of my house kind of turned out, and it's like, I feel like a hippie now, so like, every time I walk in my house, I'm just like, dude, where are you?
Do you need anything at all?
No. The next thing to show you guys is in my storage hall, so I actually extended this, just like one little section on each end. So I needed to add glass here, so that's basically why I kind of extended it. And I extended it on the other end as well, because while I had to do that living room area, I had to unsort 3 like really messy double chests. So that's kind of why. So actually the thing we're doing today is, well, it's the apothecary. It's going to be in this village. It's going to be all the way back here. I kind of marked where I'm going to basically put it. It's going to be this little house right here. So luckily, even though I have like a pillager problem, it actually kind of helps because they actually abduct the iron golems. So you have really no problem like destroying houses and stuff. So how I'm planning to build this thing is I'm going to make a smaller house, kind of like this one, but only a little bit bigger. And we're gonna have 2 farms attached to the house. So I'm gonna have like a netherwort and sugarcane farm here, and then the one back here is gonna be a flower farm. So now it's time to destroy this house and outline the structure of the build. So we just finished outlining as to what I'm going to do with the apothecary here, and what I have to do now is we have to fill in this little bit here with dirt, so that way mobs don't spawn inside, like under one of these farms. So I'm gonna go off camera and do that right now, and I will be back in a second. Alright, so we just filled this in. It's such a pain that you have to like always do this. I had to do this with my tree farm a little while back, and it was such a pain to terraform and fill in dirt and stuff like that. And I made this wall here, so this is kind of what I want, but just with like stripped wood. It'll be a pretty cool farm design, honestly. Pretty Nordic. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting materials to work on the main house of the apothecary here. So once again, enjoy another time lapse. So we just finished the exterior of the build. I like it. I really do like it. So I also did the stripped logs as well, just to kind of give both farms kind of like a Nordic sort of vibe. So the only time lapse we have left for this video is this farm right here for the apothecary. So this is going to be my netherwort farm and my extra sugarcane farm. So I think what we're going to do first, we're going to do the flower farm first, and then I'm going to do another time lapse of the netherwort and sugarcane farm. But first, before I do that, actually, we have to actually make the pathways for both farms. So I want to have like a pathway going down the middle of each farm here. You'll see what I mean when I start doing it. My shovel's gonna break. Oh, I need a new shovel. Second one done. And then the final thing is that we have to go to our nether hub so I can get some blaze rods. Alright, which chest is it? Here it is. So we actually have to put this brewing stand out in where my netherwart farm is going to be, so that way my cleric can eventually get baptized into clericism. Oop. Okay, geez, finally, let's start on that flower farm. Sleep this. I don't know if I have any glass. Huh, I don't. 2 stacks of sand. I think I'll do. Split this in half. And then do the same thing with the yellow. Perfect. Oh my god, I forgot to grab jack-o'-lanterns. Oh my god. About every like 2 blocks or so, I think we alternate the color of the glass blocks. I don't think we need torches in here. Tall grass, really no point. Server's a little laggy. Perfect. Looking up top here, I'm kind of glad the way this thing turned out, and it kind of gives me kind of a little more leeway in the future for whatever builds whatever crazy builds I try and come up with for this world later on. So now what we can do is we can just use bone meal and we can get all of the flowers from the tall variants as much as we want. So that's what I had to do my nether hub, but I had to pull out the flowers like individually. They weren't like in one spot. I didn't make like a farm or anything, so yeah. So the next thing is going to be my netherwart and extra sugarcane farm. So without further ado, let's do the third and final time lapse. It took a little while to grow because netherwort is actually one of the only crops in the game where you can't actually grow it with bone meal. And all my sugarcane is grown in too, so that's actually really good. So you think if we have to still do the interior of the house? Nah. I already got it covered, dog. I want to be honest, the interior of my apothecary actually looks better than the one on my test world. So this is basically like almost complete. I just need to get phantom membranes and I think the rabbit's foot, so I can basically add these in, but I don't really have to get them right now. Now that I think about it, this kind of looks like a meth lab. I'm not really gonna cap, it really does. So now the apothecary is fully complete, so the only thing left to do is lure the only villager I have in this village into this house. So, alright buddy, stop your stone cutting and get in my boat. Gotta just get in the boat. Buddy, get in the boat. Thank you. He's in. Box him in. Go. There he is. He's gonna sleep first. Okay. What I'm actually doing right now, while my villager is sleeping, is that I'm doing the kind of like an entranceway, like if you're going into like a shop or something like that. I have like maybe water bottles, like signs with water bottles out front. So 2 spruce planks. Do some of this. Here he comes. Become one with clericism, my guy. Alright, now now we need to level this dude up. Like, a lot. So now we got a cleric, we got an apothecary. Life is good. How you feeling about this? Being the only potion maker and stuff in town. Cool. Alright, so now that the apothecary is done, let's go back to the keeping space and set new goals for the next few episodes. So we're back up in the keeping space. So the next episode, since I only have one villager in the nearby village close to me, we are going to make a villager breeder in the next episode. This is also going to be kind of maybe like one of the more fundamental builds in this village, because I eventually want to make this either into like a large town or a large city, like close to my nearby builds. The next thing we're going to do after we make the villager breeder is we're going to make the Fletcher's house. The Fletcher is going to give us basically the stick trade, so that way we can get ender pearls, which gets us to our third thing, is I want to try and beat the game. So that way we can get elytras and stuff, and it'll be easier to fly around with wings on this world, as the ideas on it's getting pretty big. I'm not gonna lie. So on the world tour video, I told you guys that there's a lot of biomes that are like thousands of blocks away, and that includes deserts. I have not even explored a desert yet, and I think the nearest one is like 7,000 blocks away from my house. So it's a long trip with basically without an elytra. So yeah, many things to still explore on this world. An elytra would definitely be definitely beneficial to a large degree because everything is so far away on this world. One other quick thing I forgot to mention is that I have 2 new cats. So I actually have more, well, I had more cats than dogs, but, so this is Puck, and over here is Ariel. So I kind of just found them, like, just chilling in little caves. And then I just tamed them. One thing I still need to do before I end the video is to give a massive shout out to the Walking Whale. One of his videos gave me inspiration to do a Viking style apothecary, so huge shout out to him. Check his channel out. He does really cool builds and stuff. So other than that, that's been it for me for this episode. Also, you guys can give me some feedback on the time lapses that I did in this episode, as those were my very first time editing time lapses on this channel, so I definitely think I should start doing time lapses for some of my bigger builds and stuff, so comment how do you think I did on those. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and with that I'll see you guys in the next episode when I do the villager breeder, so peace.